We are at the final question of our Unit 11 Test Review number 2 worksheet number 17. Design a flashlight reflector that is 14 centimeters wide and 9 centimeters tall. Well, let's assume our grid is measured in centimeters. Before we continue, let's go ahead and draw an x-axis. Try to make that as straight as I can. There's my x-axis. And then I will draw a y-axis somewhere in the middle. This looks like it's about the middle. And there is my y-axis. Alright? And we know, class, that we're going to be putting our vertex at the point 0, 0 to make our calculations much easier. So our vertex here is going to be at 0, 0. Since our flashlight reflector is going to be 14 centimeters wide, we're going to go 7 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's half of 14. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's negative 7. That means the distance between these two marks is 14 centimeters. And the height's going to be 9 centimeters tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That point is 7, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That point is negative 7, 9. We know those points are on our parabola because we're designing our parabola to be exactly that tall and exactly that wide. Alright, let's continue with the first part, which is find the equation of the parabola. Assume the vertex is at 0, 0, which we did. Remember, class, we are going to always start with a vertex form quadratic. Y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Since we know our vertex, we're forcing our vertex to be at 0, 0. That means we know h in our equation will be 0 and k will be 0. We also have a known point. We're going to pick the 7, 9. I could pick negative 7, 9, but let's pick 7, 9 because that's positive numbers. So our known, whoops, let's draw that a little different color so you can see it a little better. Our known point is at 7, 9. Therefore, we know that for this point, x is equal to 7, y is equal to 9. We know those two. If you plug in x in our equation, you better get 9 because that has to be on our parabola. So now we can go ahead and fill in our vertex form quadratic with our known information. Y is equal to 9. A we don't know. X is 7 minus h, which is 0 squared, plus k, which is 0. Let's simplify this. 9 equals a times 7 squared. We drop the k value because it's 0. Let's simplify again. 9 equals 7 squared is 49. Boy, the biggest mistake I'm watching some students make is they are actually writing 7 times 2. They're writing 14 here. So be careful, class. That is an exponent. It's 7 times 7, which is 49. And the last thing we're going to do is divide both sides by 49. And you're going to get a is approximately, let's do this. A is approximately 9 divided by 49 equals 0.1837. So we'll round it to 4 decimals, 0.1837. 0.1837. Once I know my a value, we can write our equation. Y equals a, which is 0.1837. And we don't have an h value or a k value, so we can just write x is times x squared. There's our equation. Next step, calculate the focus. No worries. The p-value will help us find the focus, and the p-value is 1 over 4a, which is equal to 1 over 4 times 0.1837. 0.1837, and I'm going to rewrite this so you guys can see how to put in your calculator. 4 times 0.183, I want to write a 4 there, 37. Let's put this in our calculator and get our p-value. Can't see it right now. Let's move this over. We've got 1 divided by parenthesis 4 times 0.1837 parenthesis equals, our p-value is 1.36 if we round to 2 decimal places, 1.36 feet. We can actually round that to 1 decimal place and just make that 1.4 feet. If our p-value is 1.4, let's go up from our vertex. 1.4 is about right there. I'm going to label that as our focus, and that is 0.1.4. There's our focus, and they want to have us put it here as well. So 0.1.4 is our focus. All right, let's use an XY table to draw our parabola. Start with 0. We know the vertex is at 0, 0, so we're good with that one. In class, we only have to go to 7 because our x values will stop at 7 and -7. That's the end of our parabola. And I just filled in some numbers in between. Again, you can skip around if you want to. I skipped by 2's, and then I just started going by 1's to get a little better accuracy. So remember to do this, we just use our equation. So let's go back and look at our equation. So we're going to plug in 2. So we've got 0.1837, that's our equation right here, 0.1837 times 2, and then we're going to raise that to squared, and our answer is 0.7. We round to 1 decimal places, so 0.7. You can do the rest of the calculations, check them. That's going to be 2.9, 4.6, 6.6, and let's plug in 7 to make sure it matches our parabola. So 0.1837 times 7 squared. Perfect. It equals 9, and we needed it to equal 9 because that's what we said that point was, 7, 9 on our parabola. So this is going to be 9.0. All right, let's sketch our points. Looks like my focus is kind of going to be in the way, so I'll try to draw the points big enough where you can see them. We got 0, 0 as our vertex. At 2, we're at 0.7. At 4, we're at 2.9. At 5, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4. At 5, we're at 4.6. 1, 2, 3, 4.6. At 6, we're at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.6. That's a wrong point right there. I would have seen that. I saw that class because it wasn't looking like a parabola. So at 5, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4.6. At 6, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.6. That looks more like it. Now you can see that looks like a nice curve. It goes down, curves through here, hits our vertex. Let's go ahead and reflect these points on the other side. This is at 2, 2.2, and then 0.7. And then 4 is 2.9. And 5 is at, oh, now we're at 5, so only 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4.6. And at 6, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.6. And those look nicely reflected. Sketch those together and you will get a nicely shaped parabola. And that was what our last step was. Sketch the right and left side of the parabola and label the location of the vertex and the focus. We have already done that. Again, I'm going to skip the sketching part since I can't turn my paper over and sketch a nice rounded parabola like you can. Again, class, please find your mistakes here. If you're graphing these points like I did and I got a point that was way off, like right here, you're going to see it because when you go sketch your parabola, you're not going to be able to smoothly go through that point, and that will help you pick up possible plotting mistakes, or worse yet, calculation mistakes that you need to correct over here in order to make sure these numbers are accurate. Alright, we have just created a flashlight reflector with these specifications. It is 14 centimeters wide, it is 9 centimeters tall, and we know exactly where the focus of this parabola is. That's question number 17.